Victoria Davies Discovery Networks. How did digital communication change the life of a traditional TV station?
It's been, I can say, a very interesting development for us. One thing that's very important to know is it's actually a trend that we really embrace. So for us, the very core of Discovery is content, and it's providing the viewer with a great experience and content that is almost unrivaled as the #1 non-fiction media group. So when it's about making content available on multiple platforms, not just on the TV set that we've known until now, this is actually a fantastic opportunity for us to be able to engage our viewers and to connect better with them and really understand what it is that they want from Discovery.
Internet and social media on one side, traditional TV stations on the other side. Allies or competitors?
I think we all have to look at this as a challenge together, growing and adapting in this new technological world where the viewer really has an expectation to be able to watch whatever he wants, whenever he wants, and wherever he wants. This is actually a responsibility that we have together. So Discovery, because the core of our business is content and we actually produce a lot of content ourselves, we're in a strong position because we own a lot of rights to take the content onto these multiple platforms. At the same time, with our partners, who are our key partners are obviously pay TV providers such as Telekom Slovenia. For us, it's about finding a way to provide the convenience to the viewer through the multi-screen world, but also understanding that this needs to be monetized and that this is a service because it brings convenience to their lives, that this is something that really should be paid for additionally. What's interesting, I was discussing today a study that we undertook about the rise of the TV Everywhere audience, is that one of the key findings is that people are ready to pay for convenience because time is at a premium and everybody needs to maximize their time. So 17% of the people that we surveyed across Central Eastern Europe, Middle East and Africa said that they're completely ready to pay for a solution that allows them to navigate and have, let's say, either the content provider or the pay TV provider recommend to them what they should watch and make it available across all of those platforms.
Naša sogovornica je torej prepričana, da so digitalne komunikacije na nek način izziv in priložnost za tradicionalne televizijske postaje in da se vsi skupaj, vključno s televizijskimi postajami, morajo prilagoditi novim željam, novim zahtevam gledalcev, ki pričakujejo, da bodo vsebino imeli na voljo kjerkoli in kadarkoli. So I have just summarized your answers and my next question would be, do you dare to predict? Of course, it's difficult to do that, but I will nevertheless ask, do you dare to predict what percentage of viewers will shift from traditional big TV screens to mobile phone screens, to tablet screens, let's say within a year or so?
Okay, so my prediction would actually more or less be backed up with the facts from the study that we have, that the access to content across iPhones, tablets, laptops, smartphones, it's actually used as a second screen. So it's when there's no access to the television set. This is when people are moving to that screen. So I don't believe that access to these to content over several devices will in any way negatively impact or cannibalize television viewing. We see as a trend across the whole region that linear television viewing on the television set is growing year on year. In the same way that we also see engagement of viewers across all of these new technologies is also growing. So these are two things that actually they grow in parallel, and I don't think that we'll see a trend where people will all of a sudden start to watch content only on their laptop or iPad, particularly because it's not such an enjoyable viewer experience. The best viewer experience comes on the television set, and we'll never be able to change that.
Naša sogovornica je torej prepričana, da nove možnosti, torej novi zasloni ne bodo prizadeli tradicionalnega doživetja gledanja televizije pred velikimi zasloni. Raziskava, ki so jo izvedli pred kratkim, je torej pokazala, da mobilni zasloni so druga izbira gledalcev, takrat, kadar nimajo dostopa do tradicionalnega zaslona. So if I understand you correctly, second screens are actually helping television, not cannibalizing them.
Absolutely. We see this access to content anytime, anywhere, on any screen actually is growing our business, and we're very happy that we're able to bring people access to content not just via the television anymore, but via several mediums. The important thing is, for content perspective, is really about obviously providing a secure environment for the subscriber to be able to watch this and the enjoyable viewer experience. But we certainly see this as a positive trend in the television business and media in general.
Will the content have to change in any way because of that additional opportunity to have second, third, fourth, fifth screen?
So yeah, that's a very interesting question. Actually, one of the challenges that we have as a content provider, and it's also a challenge for an operator, is that the content doesn't appear the same and doesn't have such good quality across each of those devices. So actually, in order to provide the best viewer experience, for example on a mobile, it's preferable, instead of providing a linear television stream on mobile, which would have not such high quality because of the connection, to provide bite-sized content pieces that are actually purposely scaled to be for a mobile device. So this is a challenge that we really have to address, because in order to create the best viewer experience, we really have to adapt the content to each of those screens.
Skupni imenovalec vseh prizadevanj je torej gledalcem zagotoviti najboljšo izkušnjo, in ker so naprave med sabo vendarle različne, temu primerno bo treba prilagajati tudi vsebine. Vsebina, ki je videti odlično na nekem velikem zaslonu, morda na kakem manjšem zaslonu ne bo tako dobra, zato se bo tudi vsebina nujno torej prilagajala temu, ampak tudi to je pravzaprav nov izziv, nova priložnost za tradicionalne televizijske postaje. Victoria Davies, thank you very much for this conversation. I hope you're enjoying this conference. What do you think about it?
Thank you very much. I think it's a very interesting conference. I love being here in Slovenia. You have a very interesting media business as a whole. I don't know whether this is known very well to you, but it's considered Silicon Valley of Europe in some respects because you're very technologically advanced. And this is why I think it's a perfect country in which to really discuss how we are evolving in the digital age. So I'm very happy that I'm here, and hvala.
Naša sogovornica nas je torej spomnila, da mogoče se ne zavedamo dovolj, da nas v svetu obravnavajo kot neke vrste Silicijeve doline Evrope, in da smo ravno zaradi tega pravi kraj, kjer se lahko pogovarjamo in razpravljamo o prihodnosti digitalnih komunikacij. Zato je pa tudi zadovoljna, da je na tej konferenci. Thank you very much, and we hope to see you next year as well.
Thank you very much. I hope to be here too.